What if your best friend is not someone that you meet, but someone that you discover? When we say we don't have friends, a lot of times what we're actually saying is that we don't have any close friends. We don't have someone who understands us from a deeper level, someone who shares the same value or interest as us and does things with us, someone who will go beyond the surface level small talk and have a meaningful conversation with us. But here's the thing, this friend that we desire and we long for doesn't exist because they don't exist outside of you, they exist within you. No one will be able to connect with you as deeply as yourself. No one will understand you as fully as yourself. And when you go out to look for friends to validate you and your experience, you're actually abandoning yourself. You're actually missing this opportunity to understand and discover yourself more deeply. I don't know about you, but whenever I go out with my friends and my family, I usually go with the flow. I find myself losing myself in other people. I will let other people choose where they want to go, what they want to eat, and what they want to do. It's only when I'm alone with myself that I realize that I don't know where to go. I have no idea what to do or what to eat. I haven't spent enough time with myself to know exactly what my desires and needs are. And how do I get someone else to understand me when I don't understand myself fully? This is a big responsibility for anyone to feel. And that's why when you go out and search for friends, you will always be disappointed. People will never meet your expectation. It's too much to ask from someone. It's a responsibility which only we can fulfill ourselves. Only we can meet the requirements to be our own best friend. If we feel like no one cares about us or understand us, it's because we haven't taken the time to care about ourselves and understand ourselves. The pain of not having any friends is actually not a result of having zero friends. It's actually a result of our perception of having no friends. I'll explain what I mean by this. When I first came out to work, I found myself hiding in the restroom cubicle one day, crying. No one invited me to lunch. I didn't want to go out and have lunch on my own because I was afraid of being seen by other people, by my colleagues. It will make me feel like I'm a loser with no friends to dine with. And at that time, my perception of not having friends was that I'm a loser. I felt pressure by society to be in groups all the time, when I truly desire was to be alone and independent. I actually had no problem eating or watching movies alone, as long as I wasn't caught by people I knew, because it was the perceived perception of what other people thought of me being alone that causes the pain. Being caught by others alone made me feel ashamed, like I have committed some kind of crime. But it's actually the stories that we keep telling ourselves and the story we assume that other people are telling about us that causes us shame. It's not because we have no friends or that we are alone. So what's the story you have been telling yourself? What is the underlying meaning you have given to not having any friends? What does being seen alone represent to you? Does it mean that you are not popular enough? You're not desirable enough? You're not good enough for other people? Or does it mean that no one cares about you? You don't deserve friends? There's something wrong with you? Having this story in our mind makes us feel lonely and disconnected with others. When I was researching this topic, in one of the videos, a guy mentioned that he saw someone sitting alone on the beach. It reminded him of the time that he was lonely. But I was like, no, I went to nature at the beach many times alone and I had a great time. I'm that guy sitting on the beach alone, but I wasn't lonely. I wasn't feeling lonely. I was actually feeling very connected and appreciative of the beautiful environment. You see, we frequently perceive doing things alone and being alone as something negative. But in reality, you can be alone and feel lonely and miserable. Or you can be alone and feel happy and fulfilled. Being alone and having no friends don't determine your state of well-being. It's just a society that keeps pushing this narrative on us that causes us to feel there's something wrong with us. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being alone or being seen alone. We don't have to fill our social media with pictures of us being in community and having fun with others just to prove that we're happy or not alone. We don't have to compare ourselves to others and see who has more friends. The problem with this societal narrative is that it makes us think that whenever we feel lonely, the solution is just to get some friends or hang out with friends. This is a very short-term solution. Being with your friend can make you feel good for a while, but your loneliness and your disconnection is actually an indicator telling you that there's something more. There's some story going inside your head that is causing the separation. Your loneliness is telling you that it's time to do some self-investigation and introspection. It's time to spend some time with yourself and truly understand what you need from others, but you're not getting from them. And figure out how you can satisfy this need on your own without your friends. This is how you befriend yourself. When you're alone and the first thing you do is to call out a friend, you miss this golden opportunity to get to know yourself better in a more intimate and deeper manner. You miss this opportunity to be a friend to yourself. Your friends may not have time for you. They might have moved to another state or just started a new relationship or family, or they are busy with their new jobs. But you, yes, you have the time for yourself. Your friends may not understand what you have been through, every thought that you think or every emotion that you feel, but you know, yes. So don't wait for others to cure your loneliness. See what you can do for yourself first. I actually prefer to hang out with others when I feel fun and open. That's because my interaction with others will be so much better. I don't want to interact with others when I'm feeling lonely. When I am lonely, I'm not fun to be around with. I will have very high expectation for my friends, expecting them to understand me and ease my loneliness. This high bar is difficult for others to meet, which eventually will make me feel more lonely and disappointed when they don't meet my expectation. If you don't satisfy your own need first, and you keep depending on your friends to satisfy your needs, you will always find that there's something missing in your friendship. No matter who you be friends with, the friendship will never be satisfying because only you can meet this high bar. No one else can. You know what? I only share my deepest thoughts and emotions on my blog posts, on my books, and on this YouTube channel. I don't share them with my friends. And it's not because I'm not open to sharing with them. It's because I don't meet them regularly. Not all of them have the time and have the same interests or have the same level of understanding as me. And even if they do, they will not want to listen to you talk about everything about your life. It's just like how you don't watch all my videos. You're not interested in everything I have to say. Friends will come and go, and friendship will fade away. If I were to depend on my friends and family to be there for me, to talk about these topics that I enjoy sharing, I don't know where that would be. I would rather do it immediately and satisfy my needs on my own. People who resonate with my message or are interested in it will come. And if no one is interested, that's fine too. I have already expressed what I wanted to express on this channel. I'm not going to wait until my friends has the time to talk to me, then say what I want. You can satisfy the majority, if not all, of your needs on your own. You don't need a friend. And what I mean by this is you still can have friends, but you don't need them. Your friendship are not based on needs. It's not like I'm lonely, I need you to be here for me. It's more like I'm having fun, come join me. It's not a transactional kind of friendship or a codependent friendship like you help me fix this or do this and I will help you fix you or your problems. This is much better because you will stop attracting those needy people who only reach out to you when they have a problem or when they need help with something. You are also not attached to your friends. You are happy either way. Whether they stay or they move on to something or someone else, Because you always have you. Your happiness is not dependent on whether you have friends or not. It depends on how aligned and how connected you are with yourself. If you want to learn how to change this narrative inside your head that is causing all the separation and disconnection, you can check out my book, Reconnect to Love. I'll put the link in the description below. And if you are also like me and you feel like you don't fit in with others, watch this next video over here.